This is the problem I'm having. For those of you that I was explaining to, the issue I have with this thing. First you plug this here. On that. Hold it out. And try and I guess we can go for this one first. Let me get a flathead screwdriver. Alright, I'm gonna try first to see if I'm gonna get lucky. Maybe this one will come out. And see how hard this thing is frozen in here. Right here. Walk around it. As you can see, there's no fixing this, so I'm gonna take it off right here and clean out all the corners, and then normally I would take out this plunger here out. And then I kind of chisel it at the corner because this is cast iron, so you don't too much have to worry about damaging the surface. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to chisel it out. Just a few taps. You can see it moving. Yeah, there. Okay. Okay. This one in here is gonna be trickier. If you have a shorter screwdriver, that would be ideal. After this one, I'm gonna go and get a shorter screwdriver. This is just to show you guys how this is done. See? That corner is almost impossible. And I stick this. Still not very loose, so I'm gonna do a little more chiseling. Yeah, you can see the whole thing move. So I'll put this in the middle here, tap it in, and I'll turn it, and it comes right out. So that's the only way out. This structure. So can't take it, can't have it any other way. Can't be nice to it. So before you do this, make sure you bought some new ones. These things are expensive. They're about $68 each, but it's an expensive engine. So Hemi, it's a costly engine to repair, but it's worth it if you're a Hemi guy. Knock this off. There you go. All right. Then you go here and you look inside with a flashlight. Make sure there's no debris that have fell inside, you know, and then clean it out, clean all this area. Like you can see this, I used a tissue paper to a paper towel to cover it. So after I finish, I'm gonna cover all of them and blow it out with the air compressor, and then start installing the new ones. So I'll get a short screwdriver and take this off camera. All right guys, back again. I got the new solenoids, as you can see. I was able to get the old ones out in pieces, as you guys saw, and I already went in each hole, use a pick and a screwdriver and pick out some pieces. I use some compressed air, shot it inside here. I kind of saw this, you know, they're a bit interconnected, so you know some of it shoot out on each side, the little debris. I got it like a sandpaper, kind of folded it like this with a little WD-40, and I stuck it in each hole and wind it a little bit, and that's how I was able to get all the clean out the surfaces and use a paper towel to clean the rest. Now it's fully clean, and check this out. Each hole is nice. Let me see if I can get a good shot for you guys. You can see each hole is nice and clean. So as that one and that one. So, alright. Get this situated back down. Alright. Now the new solenoid. You can see. I need something to open it. The screw, be careful. Thank God it was stuck by the magnet. The last thing you want is that thing falling in that hole. So this is how the new one looks. And what I'll do, I'll just dunk it in a cup of oil, fresh oil. It's recommended, and it really don't matter which one or which area you put it in. They're all the same thing. Or you just have to watch some plugs go differently, because I did notice that this plug here, this plug here goes on the, before I removed the old one, it was facing this way. It was facing kind of like this. So I would yeah, it has a super magnet on the front, so just be careful. Set that right there. And I got my second one. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it as well. The same order. Lost the screw. Yeah, so dock it in all as well. If you get it out, install it. Kind of following the direction the plug itself was facing. I think once we tighten it down, it's gonna go ahead and pull it all the way down. I got the old ones. From all the old ones, I only have about 2 that is good. So all right, installing the, you see how that one, the old one pushed in just nice. New one, the O-rings a little bit too fresh, giving us a little bit of a hard time to go in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the screws in. 8 millimeters, tiny little screws. Now I'm going to find a torque spec for this so we don't over tighten anything. All right. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This Hemi project, as you can see at this point, I got the intake installed, you know, all the coil packs, got all the connector, the PCV line ran, or EGR line, my bad. The EGR line ran, and well, I had to swap out the intake. You can see the old intake, I think during the overheat, it melted this surface of this intake here where it mates to the head. So the good thing is I had the old intake, and I was able to use the old one. Hopefully there's no crack somewhere. I checked as much as I can. I didn't see any cracks, but you know, we wouldn't know until we started. Either way, I didn't have any other choice. So now I'm about to, you know, I mean, if you're doing this job, you should. That's why I'm not videoing this whole installation, except where I have difficulty. But if you're able to remove it at this point, I'm sure you should be able to know how to get all these things back together. No need to waste video memory doing that. But if you need extra direction, you know, put the comment below or ask questions. I can answer, you know, and help you in your journey on getting your repairs done. Just let me know if you have any question. Yet again, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up everything, and I guess when I start putting the condenser and the radiator back on, then I'll come back to you guys. So right now, see you on the next one. Hey! All right, guys, welcome back to the channel with your boy EJI Motoring. You know, here we don't waste time, we get straight to work. So as you can see, I got most of the engine put together, got the fan, everything. The only thing I believe is left is the radiator and the hose. So right now I have put some oil, I got the battery connected, so I'm trying to spin the engine over to get it primed, and then we're gonna attempt to do a first start. Okay, we're gonna attempt to do a first start before, just let it run for like a second or so, just so I make sure everything is good before I start putting out the radiator and covering this whole section. So if I can crank it up and find out everything is good, then I can, I don't want to put everything together and then having to remove the radiator to start over fixing something, because right now it's wide open. I can go in there and correct something or repair something. Then when this radiator, once you put in this radiator in here, it's no much room to go in and do your work, so it becomes more difficult. So I want to leave it like this. We're not going to let the engine run for too long because there's no coolant in the engine. We're just gonna have it, just start and run for about 1 or 2 seconds and shut it back down, and then we go ahead and put the radiator in. All right. All right, we're gonna try it again. All right, now we're gonna do a first start. All right, let's check it out. All right, got a running engine. Got a running engine. Whatever you do, don't put your hands over there. Look at that. It's running pretty good. Runs good, sounds good. And let's trying to let it settle down a little bit. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. All right, we'll check for fuel leaks in there. Got the fuel line. I don't see any leaks. I don't see any leaks or anything going wrong. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and install a new radiator that we purchased. Install a new radiator and then put some coolant in there, and then we'll go ahead and let it run up to operating temperature, and then do our checks again, and then go for a test drive. All right, guys. All right, here we go. Got the engine all back together. Got the new radiator put in, as you can see, and filled it up with coolant. So I got it to operating temperature. Everything is looking good so far, so good. can hear it. She's running so beautiful. We don't have any check engine lights. Everything is looking good. No check engine, no flashing. All right. And the temperature is looking good. I'm going to turn on the heater, but that's when I park it outside to get the heater core to cycle properly. I already evacuated and recharged the AC system. So that's it. That's good right there. I put a new power steering pump and reservoir in there, and that has been checked out. Everything looks good. So the job is a success, as you can see. So yeah, that's how you do a engine job on this Ram 1500 with a 5.7 Hemi engine. You know, so this is how we did it. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick this bad boy up and put the wheels back on. As you can see, I got it, you know, kneeling down. So this is it. See, we got it running. So I'm gonna put it and we're gonna go for a test drive.